guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. As you can see, today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Heroes Advent, Alex's Path. That's right, Alex has gotten a hefty new update, and I am ready to jump right back into Heroes Advent, y'all. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go, girl. Okay. Alrighty, yes. New update. Where am I? It's so cold here. Is it always like this at night? You hugged your shoulder, steeling yourself against the cold, when suddenly you heard whisperings and faint murmurs from afar. Is someone there? You looked towards the direction of the voice, as if you could somehow move across this formless space. Though soon enough, the voices did become clearer. Compose yourself, child. You are still with this world. What? Almost immediately, the murmurs around you died down as the voice spoke to you. Wait, who are you? I believe this is not the first time we've spoken to one another. I guess you're right, but you do sound really familiar. But I can't seem to pull a name right now. I don't know why. I think this happened before when I met my old friend here. I suppose I see how it is. The figure seemed morose at first, but as they let out a soft chuckle, you felt rather relieved. Trouble yourself not. It's fine to forget certain things once in a while, although I can sense a disturbance in your heart. What seems to be plaguing your mind, dear? I guess I still have doubts after all this. Maybe I'm not so worthy to be a hero. Like, almost everybody's doubted me, and I think for good reason, too. I think that's quite normal, Cassian. You think so? Indeed, doubt, while usually a negative emotion, is something everybody has by nature. Even the gods of this world doubt themselves once in a while. Would you say that you'd make them a failure? That'd make them a failure as well? Well, if it's gods we're talking about here, I guess not. Just don't worry so much. Here, come and rest for a while. One second, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. We're back, okay? So, don't worry so much. Here, come and rest for a while. If y'all hear any noises in the background, it's like someone's fixing the door handle. Alright. You decided to lie down on what you assumed was the ground. Okay. Oh! Wow, okay, I'm gonna have to edit that. Maybe? I don't know. It's not really show anything. You didn't know how, but gradually the eerie around you was no more. Soon enough, you found yourself resting amidst a lush meadow. As a gentle breeze caressed your head, you lifted your head, watching the dandelions scattered across the skies, just above the wavy sunflowers. Let out a deep sigh after taking in the view before you. Feeling better? You could somehow feel the figure offering you a gentle smile. Yeah, it's quite a change from the usual things I see in my dreams. Nightmares, rather. I'm of the mindset that everything that has transpired in this world carries a reasoning beneath. Those nightmares you've had, they too all carry a meaning. If that's the case, then it must be pretty sinister. Indeed, I would surmise as much. It doesn't really help with all these being hero stuff either. As if my own self-doubt was not enough, this is just adding to fuel to the fire. I understand your grievances, I really do, Cassian. My own child used to feel that way all the time when he was a youngling. Your child? Oh, right, you do have a son. Oh, sorry, was I not supposed to talk about that? No, all is well, dear. Now, you have the chance to rest your mind. Just let yourself be. Once you feel ready, the next appropriate course of action will come to you as naturally as can be. Second, y'all, it is water time. Alright. Until then, rest easy. I shall take care of everything. Thank you. I owe you a lot, ma'am. And so the figure left. You had a strong feeling you knew who they were, but the name was still somehow eluded you right now. But instead of leaving you to another void, they have imparted to you yet another gift. A soothing lullaby that sang your name as it eased your soul and comforted your heart. You lay there on the field for what felt like hours. There was so much needed respite. Eventually, it was time for you to leave. And be very naked, apparently. Okay, updated that, actually. I don't remember that being there before. Anyway. That must have been her. I can't wait to see her today. Afterwards, you glanced at your phone as its blinking light caught your eyes. It was a message from Max. He wanted everyone to gather at the tavern for breakfast before heading to the lobby. Master Elric had announced that someone important is arriving at the city today. Alright, let's get ready then. Once you got your morning rituals out of the way, you headed straight to the tavern for a quick and uneventful breakfast with Alex. Afterwards, you joined the others at the lobby. You could already see Alaric from afar. As everyone lined up, Alaric took to the podium. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sir Alaric. At ease, people, at ease. As some of you may already know, I've gathered you all here today to inform you of a very important quest, a very important guest, not only to the guild, but to our entire city, Lady Spring herself. You could hear faint murmurs amongst the mercenaries as everybody traded glances with each other. Indeed, the one and only sage of our land. Many of you here probably haven't seen her in person before. She was the one who oversaw the Guardian Crystal's creation within Vitrum Praetorium. Afterwards, once having made sure that we could fend for ourselves without her protection, she decided to leave Crystal Coast in our hands. For decades, we've honored her request in keeping this safe haven afloat. It is until the recent transgressions from our opposition. Thus, Lady Spring has decided to return to lend her aid once more. I cannot stress enough how invaluable her support is to our cause, but this also means she might face dangers from our own community, now that she's no longer incognito. For that reason, I ask of you, each and every one of you, to keep her safe, much as she'd kept our predecessors safe before. Ensure that the road she arrives through remains in maximum security. All houses and properties in proximity must be checked thoroughly for threats. Last but not least, remain absolutely vigilant even in her presence. We cannot let our guard down just because Lady Spring is here to help us. Have I made myself clear? Yes, sir, yes, sir. Very good, you are dismissed. Ordini Prosperita. Ordini Prosperita. As everyone went back to their duties, you met up with the others to discuss what Alaric announced. Oop, alright. I guess it's her after all. I suppose it's about time we see her in person. Did you know anything about this, Max? Me? Nope. I don't know what you're talking about. Either way, Lady Spring is coming to town and Alaric wants us to secure the perimeter. We'll be present as a group. Why? Aren't we splitting up to cover more grounds? Normally, sure, but we also need to keep an eye on Cassian. There'll be a lot of people on site, and we wouldn't want to repeat it last time, right? Fair enough. Makes sense. Well, I'm ready when you are. Same. Actually, I have something to show you guys. Here, take a look at this. Alex said as he took out a piece of old parchment with some writing scribbled on it. Second yell, it is water time. Huh? What's this, Alex? So, here's how this happened. Yesterday, when Cassie and I were at the park, we found this note that was somehow left in the middle of our path. Yeah, it's almost like it just came out of nowhere. I was near the fountain, and Alex passed by, and suddenly the note was there. We found it a bit strange, so Alex rushed me back to the lab so he could take a look at it. Indeed. But what is it even about? Here, you guys take a look. Okay, sounds like a bunch of gibberish to me. Huh, it's like some kind of language. I don't know a single word, though. Well, are you sure this isn't just someone's letter or recipe? Cody said as he passed the note to you. Oh. Huh. I don't know what that says. Stop reading, okay. But that's the thing, Cody. The handwriting looks a bit too neat to be any of those things. This feels more like a message than anything. So I take it that you've already deciphered it? Indeed. Well, it's less so an actual cipher and more so an intentionally cryptic message, hidden between a mix of two different languages. Here goes. In the beginning, they were the finest. Always together, they had served, thrived, and overcame all. And yet, when the times changed, they were complacent. One moment they love and protect each other, the next they're nothing but bitter cats. They regret it, but they never say. And when the bitter drops cover the broken mirror, the eternal shroud will enlighten us all. Ominous. I do have quite a lot of complaints for the inconsistent grammar and wrong choice of words here, but alas. And well, in a sense, something tells me that this has something to do with a group, or a faction that we might have to face. A faction? Do we even know who these people are? I'm afraid not, but they might have something to do with the evil king himself. How can you be so sure? Wait, I think Al might be onto something here. Have you guys ever heard of the king's generals? I think so. Oh, those! Were they his finest warriors? That's the only thing I know about them. Yes, and they were also brothers in arms, long before all the nether thing happened. Oh, so that happened to them? Highly likely, yes. This coincides with the last part of the note. But who could leave this really specific message for you to pick up? I don't really have a lead on anything at the moment, but if this note appeared at a time like this, it could be a sign. or a warning for what's to come. Then we better remain vigilant. Just make sure we work together and not end up like those bitter cats. What a silly way to describe people having beef with each other. Well, either way, that's enough of that. Let's get going soon. Alright. Looks like everyone's ready to go. What about you, Cassian? Ready to go, or do you still have something else to do? Do I have anything else to do? I don't know. Let's see. Save it right here, and let's see. Yeah, I have something else to take care of first. You guys mind waiting for me? Sure, we'll wait by the tavern. Just call any of us whenever you're ready to go. Just don't take too long, yeah? We don't got all day, or I guess Lady Spring don't got all day waiting for you. Well, in that case, this is the perfect time to show you a recipe I came up with the new chef. Ooh, that sounds neat. Let's go then. Didn't everyone here have breakfast already? I think I'm good, guys. An extra meal from Cody is really enticing, but I'd rather not. Oh, you have somewhere to be, Alex? Not really. I'll just hang back around here for a bit. You go on ahead. All right, then. Guess everyone but you two are on board. Don't wander off too far. We won't. Let's go, guys. I love how everyone is a big bulge. Alex? You wanted to tag along with me, didn't you? What makes you think I'd do that? Alright, I kind of wanted to. It was just embarrassing to outright say that in front of the others. I mean, why not? It'd be nice to have you around. Thanks, but I won't be joining you if you decided to exercise, though. Would rather save my energy to walk around the city today. Oh, but what if I wanted to visit the library instead? Then count me in. Alright. What should I do now? I'll save it right here, y'all. Alright, 1 second, y'all. Water time. Alright. Let's see, you want to check the request board, though you decided against it since you're supposed to stick to the group for the day. Let's see... Library. Oh, woo. You headed to the library. Alex excitedly followed you along. Got any interesting read in mind, Cassian? Not really. I guess anything that could prove useful to me while being here. Ah. Oh. Sorry, y'all. Alright. I suggest you look into the local dialects of Crystal Coast. Polarian, right? Yes, modern Polarian, to be specific. Here, let me. Alex went to the grammar and dictionary shelves and picked out the Grammatica Polariana book. He gulped at the sheer size of it, though thankfully he only showed you a brief section of it. It's pretty daunting as you feared, but so far the language looked and sounded kind of like Italian from your world. You couldn't help but notice this elegant and charming flow to the language as Alex demonstrated. Though, at the same time, you kept imagining him doing this particular gesture with his hands whenever he tried to emphasize on something. So, how many languages do you know, Alex? Quite a few, but mostly the conventional ones, which are Modern Polarian, Zakosinian, are my strongest suit. My Galician and Classical Polarian are conventionally fine, too, but needs a bit of brushing up. Gallier and Gaussian sometimes show up in academic papers, but I mostly do not even bother learning, as nobody really speaks them. Hainanese, well, I only know Singo by speech and reading. If you had me write a letter, I might have a hard time with all the kanji glyphs. And now that you mention it, the languages of the northern continent, I actually do not know too much about. Maybe some common Svobodian phrases, but that's about it. Whoa, I mean, that's still a lot. You know all of those things, well, I could barely speak too. Huh, others do say that a lot, but they forget that I'm not the only polyglot in this world. I'm sure there are scholars out there way more proficient in many more languages than I am. Come on, you're not just saying that to be humble, are you? Humble? I don't think so. It's but a fair assessment in my eyes. Still. You have a second language, Cassian? Yeah, something we have to study in school, but it's been a while. I see. I'm sure you'll manage just fine. Most innocents here only ever speak coin, after all. Coin? Well, what's that? It's the same of our common language here. It came from an old Rhodian dialect that became the lingua franca, at least on this continent. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Well, let's take a little break for now. I'll check with the others to see if they're ready to leave. Don't forget to call me when you're done, Cassian. Alright. He felt a whole lot smarter after this exchange. We'll go to the library again, maybe? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, go to the library again. We joined you after a moment's break. Aximini carried on with some basic lessons on the Polarian, this time mostly focusing on how to greet others and introduce yourself. Alright, give it a go. Alright. Buongiorno, yo soy no Cassia. What? Oh my god, it reminds me of Inglorious Bastards. Buongiorno. Alright guys and gals, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks, or tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.